All right, y'all. So Brian McIntyre, aka Bomac, finally emerged from the shadows today. Cause y'all know we ain't seen Bomac in a hot little minute. He ain't been around nowhere. He been nowhere to be found. And I'm like, man, where's Bomac at? Cause you know Bomac is the head trainer for welterweight champion Terence Crawford. So Bomac finally came out today. He came out of the shadows, and I'm like, where you been at, boy? I ain't seen you in a minute there, boy. What's going on? But nonetheless, man, he emerged from the shadows and did an interview with Fight Hub TV, and he's giving this interview just ahead of Terence Crawford's fight against David and his niece and them. David Milk of Magnesia, David Anastasia, whatever the hell buddy name is, I don't know. You don't know, your mama don't know. Your father that's extremely into boxing don't even know who the hell dude is either. But nonetheless, Terence Crawford's fighting David Avanesyan. And when Bomac is when he's in front of the microphone, he's in front of the camera, he's talking, he says some interesting things, right? In that, in that interview, Bomac said when he found out Bud was fighting David and his niece and them, he said at first I was like, who is that? Who is that? That tells you every single thing you need to know about Team Crawford. They're not on the same page. For one. Because Bomac don't know who the hell dude is, right? Now, it's a lot of former, acclaimed trainers who also said they didn't know who the hell dude is. What Floyd Mayweather tell Shane, I barely know who the fuck you are, right? That's what we were saying about David Milk of Magnesia and his niece and them. We don't know who the hell dude is. And Bomac said the same thing. Bomac didn't know who Buddy was. It was a game of guess who. I don't know. I don't care. Whoever dude is, I don't know, right? But this is the thing, because Bud super fanatics, Terence Bud Crawford super fanatics will tell a lot of other people we don't know David Avanesyan because we don't watch boxing and we don't know boxing. We don't know the sport, and that's why we don't know who he is, because we don't watch enough boxing. All we watch is Errol Spence and PBC guys, so that we won't know who this is. Well, this is a guy that's not with PBC, the head trainer of your mans in them, and he say he don't even know who the hell David Anastasia is either. So we not alone, because obviously something going on. Bomac said, who is dude? I don't know who he is, right? But this is the crazy thing about it, because even after saying that, after acknowledging they didn't know who Buddy was, he also said this, that Errol Spence, if they were to fight, if Errol Spence and Bud were to fight, Errol Spence would just be another person for their team to train and beat. But on the other hand, Bomac also said that David Avanesyan is someone you got to look out for. Look out for what? For what, brother? For what? To see if he going to come and give Bud a drink of water between the rounds where he getting his ass whooped? Like, but what are we looking out for David Avanesyan? Knock it off. Terence Bud Crawford is an amazing fighter, extremely skilled, pound for pound, great fighter, without question. I'm never going to take away that brother's accolades or his skills. He passed the eye test. He passes the eye test without question, right? But also Errol Spence passes the eye test for sure. This ain't just going to be no another dude they fighting, and he know that. That's disingenuous. Don't sit up in this camera lying like that, brother. That Bomac up in here lying. Don't be up in here lying. But then to come to talking about we need David Avanesyan, a guy you need to look out for. He sound like the Bud Fanatic channel's trying to make David Avanesyan seem like he's such a worthy opponent, or he a killer. If he was a killer, he wouldn't have lost to Lamont Peterson, for one. All right? And I love Lamont. But he got unanimous decision against Lamont Peterson, right? Then got stopped by Mean Machine. You talking about somebody to look out for? The brother best wins is against Josh Kelly, when Josh Kelly had 12 fights, right? And against 45-year-old Sugar Shane Mosley. Sugar Shane. The brother best win, one of his best wins is against Sugar Shane Mosley. Don't tell me nothing about no Avanesyan and his niece and them. David Anastasia, I don't know. Don't tell me nothing about dude. Come on, bro. He's somebody to look out for? Really? Ain't no logic in that at all, Bomac, because Errol Spence just another guy to train for. He just be another guy to beat and train for. But David Avanesyan is a guy you got to really look out for and watch. Sell it to us, brother. Sell it to us, because we definitely ain't buying that. Y'all know and I know Bud might go out here and do just like Deontay Wilder just did, what's the boy name? Robert Helenius. And Bud ain't no one punch knockout artist. But he might do that to dude in the first 30 seconds because dude ass is not, no. Hell no. And y'all know that. Well, he one of the top welterweight, man. Dude ass, come on, bro. No. Lamont out here, unanimous decision in him. Unanimous decision in him. He getting stopped by Kavaliauskas, Mean Green, Lean Dream Fighting Machine. No. The Mean Green Jolly Fighting Machine. Kavaliauskas is stopping. Stop, dude. Don't knock it off. Then this is the thing that kills me. This is the kicker, though. Because I always hear this. When Terence Crawford's team is asked about the Errol Spence fight, which I really hope happens, and I believe it's truly a 50-50 fight. Y'all know I'm rolling with Errol Spence Jr. for several reasons, but his boxing skill is the main reason for sure. Terence Crawford, I believe, has more tools in the toolbox, but I believe Errol Spence is a dog. And I think because he doesn't have all of these flashy, he doesn't have all this flashy, exciting, and all this, he don't do all this flashy stuff in the ring. People think he's just not that great. But Errol Spence is the epitome of Tim Duncan. Not flashy, not over the top, don't do a whole lot of things that'll just wow you, but it's great and very good in a lot of different areas, which makes a great athlete, in this case, a great fighter. So I ain't tripping on, I'm going off what I know and what I see. I'm rolling with EJ, right? But nonetheless, every time they ask one of Team Crawford's guys about the fight falling through with Errol Spence, they always say stuff like Bud agreed to all the terms and conditions for the Spence fight. He agreed to all the terms. How? How he agreed to all the terms and he didn't sign the contract? That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. I agree to all. If I go out here and I I'm trying to go become a leasee. I'm trying to rent out an apartment or a house, and I go and meet with the landlord. I agree to all terms. All that. Oh yeah, look at the lease. All right, everything cool, and I agree with everything. Why the hell am I not gonna go into that house? Only reason, that apartment or house, only reason would be if I found something better. Other than that, why wouldn't I? Because ain't nothing better than this fight right here with him and Errol Spence. It don't make no sense. If he agreed to all terms and conditions, why wasn't the contract signed? But now we got him fighting David and his niece and them. David Milk of Magnesia. And dude out here, again, best win is Josh Kelly when Josh Kelly had 12 fights and 45-year-old Sugar Shane Mosley. How the hell you gonna sell me on that? And the public too. Again, outside of Bud Crawford's super fans and everybody in Omaha, and the other areas outside of Nebraska. Outside of the other areas within Nebraska. Put it like this. I feel like if you ain't from Nebraska, you ain't watching this fight, and maybe it's enough for Bud to do his thing. Just everybody from Nebraska just pull in. If you got to be a Terence Bud Crawford super fan to want to be excited for this, to be looking for this. Because Bud is an exceptional guy. I want to see Bud fight anybody else. Not anybody, but I don't want, but what? I know the outcome. And I don't think it's going to be nowhere near competitive unless Bud try to carry him because he knows this fight is not pay-per-view worthy and he just want to carry them to be nice for the fans that came out and the fans that bought the fight. So he like, I got to carry dude. Other than that, if Bud is the usual Bud and step on the gas pedal, dude ass out of there in 2 rounds tops. At most 3. Knock it off. We got to watch out for, David Milk of Magnesia, tough. Man, get out of here. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.